let's go.
Let's go.
I'm just shit. You deserve this, dick. You little Japan mobile.
I dare not go out tonight. I dare not go, cause the world at my door isn't well anymore. I don't want one more lonely moment. Is there a way I could see my low?
Speaking of which, it would help if I brought up info for this race, wouldn't it? That would be extremely helpful. Well done, Mel. Your brain is fully working on no cylinders.
Yeah.
Don't agree!
Well, that's helpful of mine, but it's been last week because of the vacation. Like it just completely shut down because of I knew it was
So rude! So rude, you son of a bitch!
1, 2, is this thing working? 1, 2, is this thing on? There's a lot I could say. I just hope you're okay. I miss you every minute that you're gone.
Apologies for that if you heard that.
My lover, send them a message they're like no other. If only there was a way to
We have a KFC advert I'm currently watching.
I had a Pringles advert.
Better yet, a bit of KFC chicken on a Pringle. Oh. And Robin's already in the chat saying Nissan Duke Alpine for the win. Robin, why? Robin, why? Also, I will admit it's a complete mistake that I'm actually on this early because I still thought it was starting at 8 until I saw Forza Comp tag me saying 7 PM start and I was like, what?
If only there was a way to send them a message about my love. Love satellite am connected. Somewhere alone my love is waiting. Love satellite, please send a message.
Why did that get...
And he has a Blame
Why?
Pro hashtag on his car.
Why did it get banned? Can someone, you know, educate me, please?
Like, elaborate.
Oh, because it was like halfway in B class?
And I take it was OP.
Ah, yes, accordingly a class down is OP.
Because it needs to
Okay,
at least be A class to compete.
Okay, it's Robin. The man can take a freaking E-class and somehow still not come last. In fairness, what is happening? Well, we've got the Chinese knockoff
I
budget
just know there's
Jacksepticeye.
something I have to fix. Excuse me.
Well, while Haseo swallows the peanut he was munching him. Yeah, we've got the budget Jacksepticeye with us again, Mr. That Scotty guy. My peanut munching, beautiful, cuddly little teddy bear of a co-host. He's finally back off his vacation. Welcome back, Haseo. And, well, I'm your crap pot metal gauge. I'm here as always. How are you, Dave? Robin, did you fat finger the D instead of the E?
Oh my god.
It's like, shit! Press the wrong key!
Although, one thing I remember now, unless FTC gets occupied, he gotta be here the whole stream now.
That is true, Ephes will be able to join the whole stream. Actually, I'm gonna send him a message and see if he responds, because if so, it'll be hilarious.
It's been a while since here being in their entire time.
Ephes. Why are there so many people in the fucking DMs? I should not be this popular.
I
Why have I got a friend
Gathering
called
fully
Evil
charged.
Waffle? this surface? See, I can't. No, it's not F. I've just got a random friend called Evil Waffle. Okay.
One thing I've been noticing this last week is I've been getting a lot of random friend requests from people.
Well, there's only one reason for that, Haseo.
What's that?
Well, because we're FTC Supreme, we are the tastiest place to be for Forza content. Wow, no one backing me up on that claim. Okay, you know, dump all the blame on me. Okay, thanks, fuckers.
I mean, I could say bring evidence, but I don't think you'd want to hear it.
Well, the system of course had to be rear-wheel drive, Robin.
Scotty, are you playing Third Imposter or some shit? What's this?
Well, I can't lie. Like, in this case, it's better to say nothing because otherwise I'd be lying.
Oh, so it's, as long as it's not all-wheel drive, any car is a go. Okay.
Very much. Yeah, but Crow, that would have been great to watch of you slightly dying at a hint of contact. How else are we supposed to see our prime crash cam Crow? I will admit though, Haseo, the worst part is people bitched more about you not being here for the overlays rather than you. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, I was hired to be the technician for technical side. You were the speaker, so...
What? What, you mean for the April Fool's thing when you put dirt gauge, you bitch?
I had to make a prank, sorry!
Honestly, I was there an hour before the stream was about to start. I thought, right, Phil's not going to remember like he always doesn't, so I'll do it for him. I go on to the Twitch chat and I see, wait, has it already been updated? And I read the fucking thing and I'm like, that little turd!
To be fair, Dirty Gauge would not be wrong at all for you.
No, it was
Okay,
derp.
He called me Derp Gauge. Scott, you're
Derp.
thinking of something else. I think you're thinking of FTC After Hours.
That's normal hours for you.
And then I swapped the front letters on Phil and Dave to just like Pave and Dill.
Imagine, Scotty, you're not new in this booth anymore. You've done a full 12-hour endurance with
Jack!
us. And a full...
Boss man!
Jesus wept, Haseo. I want to have hearing by the time I'm 25!
Let's get on with one
Well,
of our
you're the biggest-
partners.
You're the
Let's-
biggest threat to your hearing, Metal.
Metal, you're up.
Oh, we're doing the intro, okay. Time to break out professional time. Shit, where's my time? As the logo for ForzaComp GG, the prime place to get all your esports racing news on any social media regarding Forza. They are fantastic friends of this channel. They're very funny. They show us a lot of love, so we're going to show them a lot of love back. Thank you very much for ForzaComp GT for their constant support, their renewed interest in this channel. I'm surprised they have not grown sick of us, but I'm so glad they haven't, because, well, without them, where will we be? I don't know. Not as popular as we are, but 50-50. Anyway, is anyone ready for an intro? Say, are you ready?
Let's get on.
Scotty, are you ready?
I am indeed.
Well, without further ado, welcome everyone back to FTC RTV, the prime place to get your Forza Motorsport content. This should be the only place you watch, and if you watch any others, I judge you. I judge you with a little cartoon judging eye, like looking through a magnifying glass like, why aren't you watching? Why aren't you watching? Anyway, today is a fantastic day. We've had a week's rest. We're all nice, energized, and ready to go before we get crushed again by the next incoming series. But that's what rests are for. Well, that energy drinks and caffeine. Mainly caffeine. Yeah, caffeine and good food. Yeah, good food as well. Anyway, I think I'm going insane. But before I completely lose my marbles, let's run you down what is happening today. Today is race 1 of 6 of our very first ever Race What You Bring Super Cup. Now, unlike our previous series that, well, me and Haseo were spectated over for FTC, this is going to be the very first one where every single person is in a unique vehicle. No double vehicles, no spec classes, no like 1 or 2 choices, none of that. As long as they abide by the base guidelines of this, they will be able to race whatever they so please. And let's just say we've already got some interesting choices. Well, it's going to be great. Today, for this, well, should I say the wine bottle smash moment? You know, like when you throw the wine bottle off, against the ship to like launch it into the sea? That's sort of what we're doing now. We are at the Daytona International Speedway. I'm still having tour nightmares from this with the Haseo. But moving past that very quickly, we are going to have not 1, not 2, but 3 races and also 3 chances for me to deafen you all today. Race 1 will be conducted on the sports car circuit in the daytime, 10 laps. Race 2 is sports car circuit, nighttime, 10 laps. And then race 3 will be the short circuit, nighttime, 11 laps. Damage will be set to fuel and tyres. There's no pit stops at all. There's no virtual safety car. So if you crash, that's on you. And it means our drivers can go balls to the walls with it. Haseo, they're getting ready for the first race.
I know.
Well, then change the screen. Thank you. You gotta get. I've missed him for a week, and I've already loathed him.
Restart, so...
and we're having an instant restart because Dave fell asleep on the starting line. Well done, Dave. You wonderful buffoon.
Oh,
What do you mean
boy.
I can't? What do you mean I can't spectate? I'm spectating, you spoon.
The limit is 51 according to the lobby settings.
Yeah, so, Robin, cough, cough, suck it! Now, for those of you who do not know, I am about to do a very loud race start. It was only delayed there because I saw Dave asleep on the starting line. Apart from that, though, this is your audible warning for the start of each race. I do a very loud start, so if you have sensitive hearing, tinnitus, or anything of the above, I will highly advise you turn down your volume just for like the first, what would you say, 10, 15 seconds? Thanks for the talk back, Haseo and Scotty. You know, it's nice to actually talk to myself.
Sorry, I was sorting out some sheets.
Okay. Galaxy Wolf in chat saying, hey, Galaxy, how are you, dear? But we're getting ready for lights out. Are you ready, boys?
Let's get
I've
it
got a
on.
black screen currently, so...
Oh no.
Forza.
Lights out! Away we go here at Daytona, where Aaron McGrath makes a storming lead. No, restart. You could sort of hear it in my voice as I slowly got more and more confused. Because I saw them tear away, but then suddenly go to safety cars.
Black screen. Oh, they apparently have the black screen issue too.
Yeah, I'm restarting my game.
Cough, cough, PC Master Race is not the way.
I think that's just a Forza issue.
When has it never been a Forza issue?
Dunno.
But it's a qualifying. Or is it?
No, we were straight into the first
No,
race.
it's not qualifying. We're straight into the first race. Race 1 will be random, then reverse championship order. You know,
Oh,
obviously
similar
after
to
this first one.
MEC, similarly.
Yeah. Race 2 will be the results of race 1, and then race 3 will be reverse top 50. So it's basically reverse, race 1, reverse. Well, after this anyway. First of all, it's random. So, whoever gets first on this one at least.
At least the standings fitting nicely on screen.
I say, do you need to go and grab a drink? Because I can
I
hear
have
you
a
coughing.
drink.
I heard you
Stupid,
choking. I was
It was
was like-
cookies. Like, it
I
was
was like,
crumbs of the
"Please don't
cookie
let
in my
it choke."
throat still. It's like clogging up that I have to cough.
Did you swallow the whole cookie?
No.
Send me another invite there, please, would you?
Yeah, I'll go, yeah, I'll go, yeah.
Are you not able to join off anybody?
No, because people are offline and I also don't have many people added.
You have me and Crow, don't you? Or at least me?
Maybe.
There you go. Crow, we're waiting for fucking Scully! There's a reason her sale's not ready, because there's a problem! Right. Here's your audio warning once more. I apologise if you are akin to loud things, because I get very loud. Scotty will happily rub my face in the dirt and agree with me on that. Are you ready, boys?
Let's go.
Let's get to it. Do it. Do. Don't know why I did that. Lights out, away we go! Here. Wait. Oh, please tell me we're
Formational
not
lap.
having a. Ah! I'm gonna have a breakdown!
Oh, poor medals.
Can we just? Can I have an effing chat for my sanity, please? Because it's clearly gone on holiday now. You could sort of hear it in the screen. Anyway, as we go through, we can go through the list of races that we have got here today. We've got some new, some returning, some FTC members who have not appeared in a very long time. Cough, cough, snooty. So, let's run through it. We've got
Although-
Darth Stormmaker. Nice to see them here.
I think
Welcome
this is the
to-
kind of series we will expect to see Snooty in, though.
Well, yeah, because Snooty only drives the stupid stuff. Anyway, moving on. Jubit will be starting in second. Aaron McGrath in third. Galaxy in fourth. Heiko in fifth. Nice to see him back. Infernus in sixth. That is a very lucky roll for him. No offense, Dave. Snooty in seventh. Nice to see him back. Apollo in eighth. Robin in ninth. Lord help us. Sakura is back in the racing seat in number 10. OA Hellcat is also back. Nice to see them here. Phoenix in 12th. Crow in 13th. Unlucky Crow. Star in 14th. And Ren rounding off the back in 15th. Although I must say, Hosea, whilst you're away, Ren did some of the most impressive driving we've ever seen on FTC so far.
Although I do spot a little cheeky one on Snooty's car.
What,
You
you
see
mean
that?
how he's made a Ferrari look like a Daytona?
Yeah.
Also, can we just draw your attention to Scotty's cam right now of Crow's Hula Girl, which everyone is calling the Toy-mobile. Because, well, I believe I made the comment along the lines of, Crow's car looks like a Hot Wheels for children who are too young to play with Hot Wheels. But we'll admit, it's a very nice multi-shade of, well, blue and purple. It is a very nice, it cuddles my soul, that colour. But as we're rounding the final bend now, I can finally do my sudden intro for the 7th time. Are you ready, boys, to get this series underway?
Let's go.
Indeed.
Finally, I can talk to people. It's, you know, nice to have a response, I might add. So, without further ado, here we go. Lights out, away we go, finally, at Daytona International Speedway. People are looking very strong already as Darth is holding on to quite... as Galaxy just goes right into the side of Darth, and that knocks them into the first grass immediately. I will admit,
and
that
there goes
first
Galaxy
corner...
sideways. Oh boy, we already have a major death. Oh no! Oh, that where you just saved the entire field.
Okay, how that did not barrel roll, I do not know, but somehow, can we just appreciate FTC Jubit, our latest addition to the racing team, is in first!
It's chaotic in the midfield here. They were trying to go 3 wide through the kink.
It is going utterly balls to the wall here today. And why have I got the hiccups? Why have I got the hiccups right now? I do not need this.
Oh, and Snoot is currently attacking Jubert for the lead in the Ferrari.
Oh, that Ferrari does look like it's got the speed. Snooty's taking the inside. But will Jubert be able to hold him off to bus stop? And I will... Wait, Jubert's pulling away. How is Jubert pulling away?
Maybe he has just the more top end while the Ferrari got the low ground.
Well, Jubert takes a very, very sloppy line through bus stop there. Snooty being very quick to respond and is now right back on his tail for that coveted first place with, I might as well say, a very sneaky little German sneaking up from the rear of Heiko. Do the flopping chat saying oof. Yes, major oof.
Yeah, I think that was actually for Galaxy's incident in corner number 2.
Heiko slips past Snooty. Snooty on the rebuttal. Snooty shuts the door in Heiko's face into T1, go through T2. Snooty is still right on the rear of Jubert. Jubert is looking composed, and I might as well say that NSX has aged beautifully over time. But they're going 3 wide now. Jubert, Heiko and Snooty making the break, trying to get for that first place. Heiko has the speed. Snooty is following through on the draft. And Jubert has to brake to avoid causing a collision. Will Jubert aim for that rebuttal though? No, he can't. He clips the rear of Snooty, losing some time. Jubert drops down to 3rd place. Snooty trying to go up the inside now of Heiko. Heiko looking to defend, going on the inside. BMW versus Ferrari. They're going side by side on the embankment. Heiko has the inside line and that will favour him. Snooty will have to tuck in and settle for 2nd place just now. But will Snooty be able to attack on bus stop? Because when he made a lunge on Jubert, he gained significant time. Will he be able to? He has caught up massively through bus stop and is now right on the rear once more of the German.
I think Snooty has the cornering while the BMW has the top speed, as you can tell by the straight line.
That is very true, although Heiko, well, he is sort of OP as a driver and, well, Snooty, so...
I think Snooty is quite a good driver as well, but like I said, he goes for the friendly builds, not the overpowered builds.
That is true, and, well, it depends if Snooty's sober, cough.
and if he's allowed to use a drift suspension or not.
Heiko goes wide into turn 1. Heiko goes very wide, messes up his braking point. FTC Snooty Booty is now in the lead and leading this race. Heiko is looking on the inside as Heiko is now trying to fend off Jubert, doing their best. And Jubert just does not have that top end, sorry, that mid-range, should I say, for the infield. Jubert can rebuttal on Heiko on the outfield, but the question is, how much time will he lose to Heiko in the infield? Snooty's looking very strong now as Heiko is making a look to try and do a dive bomb, but they are just nowhere near close enough to make anything effective stick just yet.
And does look like...
If it's nice to have you in chat, my dude, how are you and what's happened with your day?
Hello, Efes, how are you two doing?
Mr. Send It Media in the house, how are you, my good sir? Now, there is also a tight battle happening between Aaron McGrath. Oh, never mind, it's Sakura who's going on the charge. Going side by side with Crow for 6th place during bus stop. Sakura in the Clio V6, Aaron McGrath trying to revolt. Crow in the hula girl. Come on, Sakura, overtake the toy.
It's all about who's got the straight line speeds. They come through the second, banking towards the start finish line. Generally, Sakura seems to be the one lacking a little bit, but Crow's lacking even more.
Aaron McGrath makes the move while hugging the concrete wall. Well done, sir. Yes, Efes Zeo is back in the saddle. We've also got Budget Jacksepticeye of Mr. That Scotty guy, who does have the cutest profile picture ever.
And that's completely fine. Discord. And that's completely fine, Send It. If you join a lot of competitions where you're feeling you want to go, but you are going to miss you here as well in the FTC for races. It seems like Sense Snooty did have a little twitch there.
Oh, he did have a twitch.
Yeah, Aaron also had a moment into turn 1 and lost those 2 positions he gained at the end of last lap. And Crow is all over the back of that Alpine Clio.
While Heiko is attacking Snooty now, being right on his bumper this time as going on the bank.
Crow and Sakura collide! Crow and Sakura collided. They had Forza glue and they both went off track, losing a hell of a lot of time. Sakura ended up worse there, dropping behind Crow and now dropping Sakura into the clutches of Aaron McGrath, who looks like he's...
is making it difficult for Heiko in the bus stop.
Here comes Aaron McGrath passing Sakura. Let's see how they do. Aaron McGrath.
Somebody missed the braking point a little bit and hit the back end.
They very much did, as Aaron McGrath in that Opel has some of the best speed we can see for top end.
And I have to say, looking at the map, there's a lot of groups here that, despite them being a little bit spread out.
There is actually quite a lot of groups. It's nice to see, like, the fast, the intermediate, and then the not so fast.
Or those
let's go down a bit.
Or just unlucky builds that didn't work out as they planned.
Let's go down a bit for 10th place. Robin and OA Hellcat, nice to see them back, are going side by side into turn 1. Honda versus Nissan, battle of the Japanese. Robin getting a slide on, but Robin getting the superior line out of turn 1 through turn 2. Robin takes 10th place. Well done, Robin. Well, FS mindset always comes first here at FTC. As long as you yourself are okay, that's all that matters, my good dude.
Looks like Crow is keeping that 6th position still. Despite being changed by Sakura and McGrath.
So let's drop down the field a little bit. Galaxy is quite far back. Star is quite far back, and Darth after that very bad
Connor!
Connor, my dude, how are you? Nice to see you back in the chat, Connor. It's been a hot minute. As here comes Sakura trying to draft off the clearly superior
here comes
in speed.
Asia Apollo on the inside of
Connor,
Robin,
really?
just taking him over.
Connor, really? You have to first name me? That is a Daniel thing to do. That is not a Connor thing to do.
I'd say there's a lot of Alpine sponsored vehicles here today.
There is, I believe, 3 Alpine vehicles, only one of which is actually on an Alpine. So,
Indeed.
yay!
Oh, and somebody just had a major twitch in front of Agile Apollo, which was Infernus in the... Oh, which Volkswagen is that again?
I believe it's the Corrado.
Yeah, it was Corona. I just had it on my mind, like, was it again? You get that blank, you know what I mean?
You mean a brain fart, where your brain just completely goes... Well, Connor, we are
Scotty?
more than happy to support you streaming. I believe Scotty's internet might have died. The budget Jacksepticeye will hopefully return shortly. Whilst this technical intermission is happening, Haseo, how was your break, dear?
It was alright. I think I more or less got the sleep I actually did need.
Well, sleep is always good. That is one thing you learn when you get older. Sleep is good. Sleep is your friend.
You know what the fun thing is? I always like sleeping. I've never been a morning person.
Fun fact, do you know that genuinely isn't you being weird? There is a genetic trait that makes you either a morning person or an evening person.
Yeah, I had the feeling it is something like that. Like, ever since I was young, I never liked having to get up.
Would you like to hear the fun theory about it? Like why
Give it
that
to
is? Well, since you asked so seductively, I'll gladly give it to you. Moving quickly on. The reason why, like, some people are morning persons and other people are, like, better during the evenings, it goes back to our caveman days, where you would have, like, let's say you have, like, a tribe of about 30 people. Half of them would be up during the day so that you didn't get eaten during the day, and the other half would be awake at night so that you didn't get eaten during the night. So, yeah, that's where that stems from.
FS, he was just, due to what I was saying, is giving a fact about it, doesn't mean your job is taken away.
FS, you are technically our first ever FTC delegate, so hold that with pride, my dude.
And something I remember Robin saying in chat about his livery that said something specific on it. Yeah, Transit is better. Right on the back bumper in big letters. And then we then of course we have the Blame Crow sticker on the side.
We have to have the Blame Crow sticker. Robbie, stop typing in chat! Battle happening for 3rd place. Currently, Juba is on the tail end of Ren. It looks like we've got Honda versus Acura, I believe, or
Which
just
is funnily enough the same car.
Oh no, it's just different generations. Older NSX versus newer.
But it actually is the same car, just with a facelift in between. Like one has the pop-out headlights, other doesn't. Which makes it quite comical.
That is true. Also, Connor, why did you just scream, Robbie? What? Question mark.
I think like Ren managed to get that third position quite decently here.
I hate to, well, poop on the parade, but Jubit just messed up. Ren didn't make an overtake.
Yeah, since he hadn't made like lost a back end in the grass or something.
Yes, sad sloth face. Moving on, the field is slowly spread out, although I am seeing a wild Sakura closing in on the rear of McGrath.
The thing is, they have close to 3 laps or 2 laps left of this race to make a move.
You see, chat, pay attention to Mr. Effish, Jens. Effish knows where it's at. The NXX without the pop-up headlights. Oh, well, we've got a stream back of Scotty. Will we hear him?
No, of course I prefer the pop-ups.
Well, you join in the middle of a civil war. Scotty, me and Haseo made a bet. Haseo said random PC restart, and I said internet cut. So which one was it?
It was certainly internet. It's already gone out twice today, so not surprising. The interesting thing was, though, it was only
I never
my
lost
game
your
and the
stream.
stream.
Either way. Yes, I
It's
never
only the
lost your
game and the
stream.
Twitch stream I lost. I never got disconnected from the VC. So I don't know what's going on with my internet. I just hope that's the end of the shenanigans.
Well, here goes Crow, attack Margaret and Sakura. McGrath trying to hold on the 6th position.
McGrath has so much speed in that thing, but Crow has much better brakes.
Wide.
As Sakura has the handling and the speed. Here comes Sakura on the outside of McGrath. Oh, and he's beat. Ooh! Crow again with the Forza glue. What are you doing, man? Oh, Connor's.
And we lost Scotty again with internet.
Yeah, we lost Scotty again.
I could just tell him when he's like I could just tell him when his stream to me just start going frame still. I'm like, yep.
He's like, bye, Scotty. Either that or he's been beamed away again. You never know. I haven't realised this, but we're already on the final lap. As Heiko is doing an incredible job of keeping first place. Let's have a look at some of the race stats. Heiko is currently your race leader, although, Haseo, do you know who holds the current lap record?
Let's see, who is it?
It is Ren at a 155.53.
Although
Nemesis.
The thing
Nemesis. Go on. Haseo, you can talk.
Like, I think it's also a big matter of fact of yes, you're chasing, but doesn't mean you're always faster than Heiko, like as a pace wise overall. Like keeping a consistent pace is different than being one lap quick.
Mind you, there's three battles happening here. 10th place and 11th with Robin and Infernus. 12th and 13th with OA Hellcat and Galaxy. And 14th and 15th with Darth and Star.
With what 6th?
Oh yes, 7 and 8th as well. There is 4 paired battlings happening right now on
It's
track.
part of the 6 as well, so Sakura's not too far ahead.
But that is non-negotiable. Also, Nemesis, shut up yourself. Also, how are you, Dan? It's nice to see you in chat.
Hey, you Hurricane.
Mr. Heiko has won in first place. Snooty coming in a very close second. Ren in third. Gibbet in fourth. Phoenix in fifth. Sakura in sixth. Hopefully. Nemesis, why are you always telling me to shush? I have a wonderful voice. Precisely 2 people have said so. Can't say sup, scrubs. Well, hello, Hurricane.
Like,
how are you, Diaper?
Yeah, he was 2 seconds behind Heiko, and I think it was very close between the two.
No, it went once Heiko got past Snooty, he couldn't defend anymore.
True, but he did put up a decent fight.
Sakura in 6th, McGrath in 7th, Crow in 8th, Apollo in 9th, Robin rounding off the top 10, Infernus in 11th, Galaxy in 12th. Oh, hey, Hellcat. Looks like they're gonna come home.
Oh, and Star gets a major tank slapper in the bus stop. Losing a lot of speed.
Nemesis says Seo has a better broadcasting voice than Yimel. I know, how do you think he got the job? Here we go, let's see if Star can hold out for 14th. No! Star's gonna be overtaken! On the final corner!
What just happened?
Darth overtook Star on the last second.
I saw that, but it's like right at the end, like major like black screen issues or something.
Oh, that's just Forza being Forza. Oh my god, Star! Commiserations to Star being overtaken just before the finish line. That is a true sickener. And then Robin just says lol. So how was race 1 of the new series for you, Mr. Haseo?
That was a pretty interesting one. Currently inputting the data right now from the results.
Very nice. Robin, I'm amazed.
I believe that should be all the people in the standings in the sheets.
I believe so, whilst we're getting ready for race 2.
It seems like we're not having Scotty. He's deciding to not try to still be here due to internet issues. And I do understand why, because if you're having internet issues at his where
It's
like
bad.
it's
It's
outside his
bad.
control, literally.
Now, for someone in the race, will there be a formation lap on race 2 and 3? So that we don't get caught off guard again. In fairness, Robin, Star, anyone, will there be a formation lap? That would be a yes.
It's only for this round due to the start of the series.
Fair enough.
And apparently, yes, of course, of the banked hill. Oh, I see quite a big difference here for Ren and Jubert's cars, as Ren is using in the 92 while Jubert is in 2005. The funny thing is, it's technically still the same car, over despite that time period. It's just like a lift of the car in terms of headlights, and
Basically,
probably still
it's
some,
kind of a Botox.
probably still some things in the engine compartment a little bit, I think, but don't really think it's too much different in that era.
I still say the biggest claim to fame the original NSX had, though, was the fact that Ayrton Senna did the chassis.
If I'm not wrong, NSX is technically like a prototype of like high-end, like what you could achieve or something, I believe it is. Like, that's why the current NSX today is not really too much related to the previous NSX.
I'm gonna get a hell of a lot of crap for this, but I'm not a fan of the new NSX.
Its design is interesting, but
I don't know what it is, but there's something I don't trust about having a throttle that is not attached to the engine at all. I mean, it ain't even like a fly-by-wire cable. It's literally wireless control throttle. And that, to me, unnerves me.
a lot of the cars today are electrical throttles, not wires.
Yeah, but the NSX goes one step further because it's so compact. It goes through tiny little fiber optics instead of a wire. And fiber optics, as we know, can break a hell of a lot easier.
But that's Honda just trying to show technology. I think that's the case here.
True, but there's nothing wrong with old school, you know, to a degree.
But
Bless you.
but the NSX was always about showing more or less what you can do with the more or less the latest technology to a certain degree of that era. Despite
True.
not being on the fire high end, it's still competitive overall to a certain degree. Like,
Mind you, tell that to Lamborghini because they're still charging. Because the latest Cyan, yeah, it's got like a super capacitor and a
it's still
hybrid,
a
which
Aventador under the skin.
No. Even worse, it's still using a single clutch.
Thank you for the follow there, Pro 7 Gaming Sama.
Thank you for the follow. Big hearts for you. Much, not much. I meant to say kiss. Ephes, it is not weird to hear Haseo back because, well, I have missed the man dearly. I cried myself to sleep every night he weren't with me. I felt like my true love had evaded me. Z, okay. Oh, so, right, pro gaming is Darth Storm. So how was your first taste of FTC?
But I do have to say, I do like his choice of car because I am a fan of the 270 or the fairly siege generation of 240 to 280. Like, it's a very nice car.
It is a very nice car. Also, can I...
Have you seen my recent tweet, though?
No.
A tweet
Haseo plus Twitter? This never happens.
I retweet the Force Company with Twitter with a picture of the streaming setup, more or less.
Is that hand sanitizer?
No, it's a screen for a screen watcher. Like.
Oh, okay.
And on the left is the microphone.
That's how far away your microphone is?
Yes.
How loud are you in person? Holy bajoli. Also, I do like it how just off to the side, if you look very closely and you know your artwork, I like it how there's a little Xbox One Grand Theft Auto box there.
Yeah. Although, you know the picture in the background, like, that's above my screens?
Yes.
I had that exact same car in that color.
Did you?
Yes. I was like at a veteran car meet, or like a Japanese car meet, and someone from Sweden was over at that car meet with picture for sale and was selling that picture. I had that car at the time. I was like, I'm buying this picture. I do believe that was from the showroom era of when they were selling those cars.
What is the 2015 poster off to the left?
Oh, that's like just a general Word calendar.
Ah, fair enough. Also, I will like to question before we do get this race underway whilst the rolling start is happening. Why does your WSAD keys have little castles on them?
Where exactly? Oh!
Yes.
It's essentially, it's the same on the arrows too. I think it's essentially to show, since this is a gaming keyboard, this is to show you probably where you're supposed to, like, what is mostly commonly used.
Seeing foreign keyboards is always interesting because I always see a bunch of keys I've never seen before and I'm like, oh, what does that key do?
For example, if you look around close to the P, you will see the Scandinavian keyboard layout of that section.
Oh yeah, I can see it. That's what I was quoting on.
Oh.
First impressions of Phase 4, Ephes, it looks like a nightmare. But this is your audio warning yet again. For those of you who don't know, I get very loud, I get very enthusiastic about this sort of thing. You know why? Because I love this job. Are you ready, Haseo, to have your eardrums blown out like probably half the chat?
Let's blow them up.
Don't say that in America. A very different thing will happen to you.
Oh yeah, I know.
And here we go. Lights out! Away we go here at Daytona in the night as Heiko makes an early break for it. Remember, this is the race 1 results, so Heiko will be under immense pressure as Sakura runs wide into turn 1. Many people are running wide.
Exactly, and keep in mind, my volume 1 medal is 200%, so I'm double the was.
The worst part is, I know FS has me on 30%. So, yeah. Here comes Snooty looking for that booty.
But is he always looking for that booty?
I can't speculate at this time, Haseo, otherwise I might get in trouble.
Yeah, true. He's
I'll
looking
say...
here at the booty of that BMW right now for that first position. But now they're on the big straight. How far is he going to keep up? Since there is no bus stop this time.
No, there is a bus stop.
Oh, so they're going day, night, and then they're going to change the circuit course.
Yes.
Okay.
Because how can you not have a night and a bus stop? It just makes things all the more dangerous as Jubert gets a massive tank slapper in 7th. Here comes Sakura overtaking Jubert, dropping him down to 8th. And Agile Polo in the Alpine is looking to try and overtake Jubert, but Jubert has that initial getaway. Polo, though, going side by side with Sakura. Sakura looking very strong. Sakura looking for the rebuttal into T1. Polo goes wide.
I believe...
Whoa! What the... who's that?
I wonder... Was it Galaxy or Infernus when is it? I don't know. I just saw 2 cars going very sideways and then suddenly rejoining and being impacted by, again in turn 1. Turn 1 in Daytona is dangerous.
That is true. Robin's all going through the grass.
And the Galaxy is struggling to keep the rear end under control of this Tirana. We know how crazy this car was under the 70s, 80s EC.
That is true. That is very true. Effis, that would be brilliant. Although, fun fact, there already is a tractor with a snowplow in the mod section, so bear that in mind.
Oh, and Hollow is trying to attack Sakura again in the bus stop. It's crazy how that little Clio, despite being converted to a mid-engine vehicle with rear-wheel drive, is this agile compared to like a... Although it might
it is twitchy though. You've got to remember.
Short wheelbase are extremely twitchy compared to a longer one, since you can feel it sooner in a long wheelbase. Very
true.
And FS, where's one of the fun facts of the day?
I will admit, having Effis in the booth, it was so much easier to say, give me the facts, give me the facts, give me the facts. As Sakura goes into the rear of Apollo, who's currently in 7th. Here comes Jubit fighting back at Sakura. They're almost going through wide. Sakura shutting the door on Juba as Juba has the superior mid-range. That's going to be something to look out for as Apollo and Sakura both go in the grass.
And here
Apollo
goes
becomes
Juba trying not to get mixed up too much. Tails in behind Sakura, pushing him along.
Oof. Major oof. Well, FS, best way to get it unlocked from that place is to carry on. So, FS, give us any random fun fact, any you can muster, we'll be happy with.
And it seems like Jupiter has a very good bus stop as he's attacking Apollo now on the banking. But it seems like
They're
he still
certainly
lose a
looking. They're
seems
looking
like
feisty, aren't they?
But he did seem to lose a little bit speed there.
Who else is relatively close as I get a random black screen? Snooty is doing their best to catch up to Heiko, but Heiko is just always that little bit too far away.
And Ren seems to be gaining on Snooty.
Ren is certainly catching. Ren has been doing some of the best driving we've ever seen at the moment. Ooh, Ren lined up for a dive, but pulled up out of it because he knew he would not have the room. Will he rebuttal?
And Snooty is probably going to be like, oh yeah, I'll give you room, but I'll give you just enough.
Well, I don't know why that sounded oddly kinky, but Haseo, please do it more. And if any of you in chat would like to hear Haseo's erotic bedtime stories, go and buy it at www.ftcafterhours.com.
If that site ever existed.
Haseo, stop taking a crap all over my parade!
It seems like, ooh, Snooty is definitely under attack now after a bus stop. Where it seems like the N6 is way more agile through the bus stop compared to Daytona.
Those NSXs have superb mid-range speed. They don't have the best launch, but from about 50 miles an hour to about 120.
Hello,
their acceleration is just...
URT speed. The current car regulation for this series is, technically it can be more or less any car. However, they cannot be all-wheel drive. They have to be either front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. And the minimum weight of 2,200 pounds.
With a maximum horsepower of 350.
Is this 650?
I thought it was 350, no?
Oh, hold on. That's probably why the first big car built had too much horsepower, I guess.
There we go. Now we found out why Haseo couldn't race his first car, because he was a spoon.
340 horsepower. And it needs to be at least A-Class 600 with a max PI of 650. But you can find all this in our Discord as well.
And T-Spiv, to make this even better, no one can drive the same car as the competition. So if you see a car on track, you can't race it. You have to find something else. Maybe it's better, maybe it's worse.
Exactly.
That is the gamble you say. As Red is going up the inside of Snooty, this is marvelous work.
Another thing to keep in mind is, yes, you may change a car at the halfway point. However, if somebody's already using the car you were planning, you're denied of that vehicle since somebody's already using it.
Ephes, I am gonna make you a deal right now. Just appear for one race sometime in this series for 10 minutes in your Pontiac Solstice. Please. It will be the funniest thing ever.
This is like Ren's more or less secured second.
Ren is running away, but the battle is truly hotting up.
Ooh, we got a battle again between the Aarons.
Aaron McGrath versus Aaron Crow, I believe his last name is. Crowley, I think.
Crowley,
maybe?
Yeah.
Who knows? Crow is very much more confident on the brakes, but his chances of catching Aaron McGrath in that cute little purple dinky-donk, next to nil, because, well, Aaron McGrath, especially around Daytona, has the top end, and as we all know, what is Daytona about, Haseo?
Ooh, it's a NASCAR track.
Which means top end.
Yes,
F is our fun fact of the day!
And he has said it. Where's a little bit further up? Well, here we go then. The F-15S MDT, or MTD, recently announced as a DLC for Ace of Combat 7, is the Honda Civic in aviation circles. Ooh! It is the most extensively modified F-50 or 15 frame ever due to how much of the experiments it had to do for the USAF and NASA.
Actually, it is very interesting, Ephes. Also, Haseo, slight side note, were you about to say NASA?
I think I was trying to say it too Englishly in a way, like, due to me not being English, I was like, well, it's supposed to be NASA, but then I tries to try and just pronouncing it how I think it should be, but I was like, oh, no, it's not meant this way, it's this way. The difficulty of not being English, trying to remember how certain words are meant to be pronounced. When here goes Jubert climbing between Crow and Aaron.
Jubert just slingshotted past Crow, and from what I've just seen, there's a battle going on for second though between Snooty and Ren. They're grinding doors, about to go on to the embankment.
Snooty's not going down without a fight.
Snooty in that Ferrari. I nearly said Cobra. I very nearly said Cobra.
Oh, that's what he wants you to do.
It's the rear of the car. It's the rear. It's like, God damn it.
Although the overall shape is similarly to the Cobra Daytona.
Oh, here comes Red.
Red goes again. And here comes Snooty being smoother. Just flying past, and Red lost a lot of ground there.
Snooty was a smooth operator there, and might as well say we've only got 3 laps left to go now for the race leader. Let's have a little look, see if anything's going on. Oh, there's a small battle happening for 11th between 08 Hellcat Robin and Galaxy. Also, whilst we go back onto the course of language for a sec, Haseo, it still amazes me that people like overseas, such as yourself, can learn English and do it so well, and OA Hellcat has just... OA Hellcat just DNF'd. Major F for OA Hellcat. Don't know what happened there. I think their controller died.
And we got a battle between Dark and Star.
But yeah, Jose, one thing I will say, like, people overseas, such as yourself, learn English and, like, do such a good job at it whilst speaking the native language. Whereas people from England, including myself and people like Crow, can barely speak English correctly.
Yeah, and the thing is, we learn it, like, when we're around, like, 7, 8, I believe, we start taking classes for it.
Oh, dang, so you start really early.
If I don't remember wrong, I think it's around that age, like 2nd or 3rd. It also maybe depends on like your parents maybe starting learning even more earlier, like games. Since I know in Spain, I live there, they translate almost every game completely, like voice acting, text, and everything. The reason I know this is I did buy Kingdom Hearts, and the first one was still English voice, but still Spanish text, but the second one was fully Spanish, and you could not even change a language.
Oof. As Star and Darth at the back are having a good old fight, Star reclaiming his 13th place, but Darth going with that lunge.
Ooh.
Which Star is struggling to fight off, but he is only just managed. T-Spiv, it is a great battle. Also, how are you, T-Spiv? I never asked you. I'm sorry for that.
Sorry,
Haseo, whatever you do not look up as your lane. It is a anime mobile game, and it's horrifying. I downloaded it myself. I had nightmares.
I don't really play too much in mobile games. I used to, but I stopped due to certain reasons.
Okay. Also, it's on PC as well. That's why I said don't look it up. Rickson says look it up. Don't. T-Spiv says I'm alright. It's a beautiful Friday. Where are you from, T-Spiv? I always like to know.
If it's calling you out.
Effis, I'm about to send you a screenshot that it's actually on my phone. I'm waiting for the explosion of Effis. Alright, Effis, checking Discord. Right, let's get back to the racing action as the... I'm gonna go that route again. Virginia. North or south? Because that depends if you like from the good part or the weird part. Now, we are on the final lap now as Snooty is holding Ren off the best they can.
Oh, here he goes for a dive. But, Ren's looking for a switchback.
Here comes Snooty. Snooty makes the switchback happen. And Ren has only got half a lap now to make magic happen. Are you from the southern part? Nice. Nice area.
The one thing I've been considering
yes, FS, I actually did.
I've been considering the MX-5 Cup. I was like, then he will not have me for the overlays again.
I say, if you want to ditch me for the MX-5 Cup, it's fine. I can do it solo.
The sole reason is because it's like in E-Class, and the reason why is because I really enjoyed it in the Pope Bar Total Lap Challenge for Final 1.
And when you get into a race, it's like, I want to be back in the coaching booth.
Oh! Red just get it on the line! Red just got him on the line! And I think Snooty just like, fuck you, I'm spinning across the line.
Well, Heiko has won once more. Ren coming in a super close second. Snooty a very unfortunate third. However, that will favour Snooty in the last race because it's the top 50% reversed as I see an Alpine go flying through the air. Phoenix in 4th, Jubit in 5th, Aaron McGrath in 6th, Crow in 7th, Sakura in 8th, Apollo in 9th, Galaxy about to round up in 10th, Robin in 11th, Infernus coming up in 12th. Now, and then that leaves the battle between Star and Dark.
Kuntash!
Kuntash! Very, very unfortunate.
Oh, and
Robbie.
Dark
Very...
is wearing his line on the bus stop.
Snooty saying disclaimer. Not an intended spin. I would never have stolen position taken legally by Spinala. We didn't say that, Snooty. It's just we knew you knew it was the end of the race, and you were just politely saying "fuck you." So, yeah.
Oh no, Ren. I hope that's not your car, unless it's Juber's car.
It is.
Keep in mind, that the back end is completely similar. Thank you for the hose medal.
I didn't forget to do it one bit. I don't know what you mean. That NSX is having a bad day. Star said, I made it worse. How? Simple. Forza Star. You gotta remember, everything you think will make the car worse will make the car better. Because Forza. Infernus. Let's have a look at Infernus's artwork. I haven't really seen Infernus's artwork much.
I'll do that in a moment after I've done the data.
What in the name of Zeus? I can't even tell what that is until we get the race underway.
Yeah, that's one thing partly annoying at times with
Jubit says, right, time to go zoom, zoom, zoom on the straight. Jubit, you do realise there's less straights for you to go zoom, zoom with, don't you? So, you are doomed. Inferno says crayon style, oh no. No. Scotty saying, will Heiko get the fastest lap bonus for just having a clean formation lap? No. What is your favourite GT car in FM7Fs? Well, pro gaming, as long as you're satisfied and as long as you're having fun, that is the most important thing here at FTC. As long as you're having fun, we're happy. Jubit says, why is Ren on the stand-in 2 times? Because Ren at EB Fastboy.
Oh, Hellcat left for food.
Star said I'm scarred for these low speed corners. Oh, okay. Robin says he changed his gearing to hopefully have some more top end. Probably not. Oh no, that's worrying.
I think that... Scotty! Hopefully he's hearing that.
Scotty did a big dumb. Star says I got no top end corner stability, but it's tough, so it's not easy to push out the way. Star. In that case, then become Jeremy Clarkson. Power! Galaxy Wolf, she said, if I hit 153, I'll be amazed. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed your week off, though, Haseo. Mind you, did you do any travelling as you said you intended to, or did you literally stay in and have a good kip?
I was actually mostly home, but it's like... My sleep schedule is completely messed up.
Welcome to 2021. It's a 2020 Game of the
the
Year
thing
edition
is,
with all new brand.
The thing is, the first half of that week I was off, I was sleeping like 12 to 16 hours, awake roughly the same to the end where I was like falling asleep like...
Tell you something, your
Five.
electric providers must have been thinking, is this guy alive?
Since I was... The half like from Thursday or Friday I was falling asleep like around... Yeah, it was. I think it was actually starting on Thursday, the 1st of April. I was starting to fall asleep like 5 to 7 p.m., waking like all from 1 to 3 a.m. in the morning.
Oof.
So yeah, like I said, my sleep schedule was completely messed up.
Getting ready to go. That is true, Ephes. It does have a godly engine note. Ready to go? Are you ready, buddy?
After formation lap, yes.
Well, potato.
Hakuna Matata.
Do you really want me to break out in song on stream for a full formation lap?
What are we gonna sing about?
Well, you started. Hakuna Matata. Da-da-da. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata.
It's a philosophy. I don't remember the exact like I was supposed to go, but it's
Nor do I. Why do you think it stopped?
But still a pretty good song. I'm not gonna lie.
It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a. Oh, well, I can't remember. What the words are. God damn you! I say I'm gonna be listening to this for multiple days now.
Oh, you missed me.
Oh, you have no idea how much. I will say though, as long as it's the OG Lion King, not the Abomination live-action remake.
It has to be the OG one from the series or movies. I mean,
I say I could kiss you for being such a correct person right now. Literally,
I've not seen the live-action one yet either, so.
Oh, I have. I would rather watch Frozen than that again.
Oh boy, Sakura in the lead.
With a very angry pigeon in second, so... Oh my god, the camera shake. Did you see the camera shake?
Yeah. Oh, we got the... Oh! No!
Did I just see a pigeon?
Yep.
Crow?
Yep. I don't think it was exactly Crow, it was whoever was behind Crow.
Robin in chat saying, "Damn it, Crow!"
Although we can still blame Crow.
It's... Look at Crow instantly. Was not my fault. Maddie, have you still got the exclamation mark Crow command?
What did it find out?
Let's see. I can barely see my keyboard. I've got
It's
so
for
many
the
light.
Robin.
I've got so many bright. I nearly thought I closed everything. That was alarming.
Proof stupid what? Proof stupid Mustang Star is having a easy fit.
Well, it is a Mustang. Did you expect it to... Well, I'm not going to say anything out of fear of, well, anything else. Also, nice to see Streamlabs still works.
Yeah.
Click, take two. Oh no, that means in the highlight reel we won't hear a Hakuna Matata song. Oh no.
There we go again.
No. I've had enough damage to my sanity. Mind you, whilst they are on this formation lap, I would like to go from children's movie songs to adult gambling with you. Are you willing for that, Haseo?
What are we gambling is the question.
The question is this. How long before GTA 5 gets taken off Game Pass again? Bear in mind, the last time it was on Game Pass, it was on Game Pass for an almighty 22 hours.
Which game again?
Grand Theft Auto 5.
God is estimating 3 months.
I will be amazed if it lasts the month.
Yeah. But metal?
Yellow.
Kuna Matata.
Oh God! I nearly got the song out my head. Ah!
What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing grace. Means no worries for the rest of your days.
You've locked up the words.
Philosophy.
Philosophy.
Why, when he was a young warthog. When he was a young warthog. Why? Thank you.
Well, I think we can. I think we can guarantee that Haseo will never take up a profession as a singer. Holy shit, my eardrums are bleeding. As well, yours are about to be for the start of this race. Are you ready, good buddy?
Let's get cracking and get loud.
Okay. Even that scared me a little. That sounded like air was about to swallow me. Anyway, let's get funky. Lights out, away we go here at Daytona Speedway, the short circuit, the final race of the night. Sakura is looking extremely strong right off the bat.
Studio already sideways into turn 1.
Crow is doing their best to hang on to the back of Sakura the best they can because they know that little Tinker Toy is going to be overtaken sooner rather than later. Crow has got a very tight little turning circle and manages to take a very early lead. Let's see if that can actually translate to a podium here.
Seems like Crow has pretty good low-end acceleration compared to the rest.
Crow's car reminds me of an early 2000s electric car. It has great acceleration up to about 30 miles per hour and then it gives up. And Sakura going very, very wide because on this circuit the Clio feels like a massive car.
And it's very dark on this layout as well in the infield.
That's true. All the lights are on the embankment and they're not racing on the embankment this time, which I'm pretty sure they're cursing someone behind the scenes.
And I also keep in mind that the previous layout had more light in it in the infield than this one, like in the last section.
That is very true. There goes Heiko screaming past. Here comes Jubert screaming past Sakura. Sakura dropping 2 positions in one embankment. There goes Heiko past Crow. There goes Jubert past Crow. Here comes Sakura on the attack for Crow. Crow about to be forced out the top 3.
And here goes Snooty in the background. With Ren as well in tow. Apollo is also trying to cling on. There goes Crow on the inside of Sakura going for a dive. Getting it stuck. Crow just walks away in the low-end grunt sections.
Crow is really walking away.
But he struggles
in the
more
tiny
on the
little
top.
low
Yeah, but he struggles in the top end. But he does have the infield superiority due to the acceleration.
Here comes Booty Snooty. Overtaking Sakura for 4th. Sakura getting a little bit twitchy, but nothing major.
But the clue is actually pretty wide. Like if you look
It
at
is
the code, oh, and Sakura just bends it.
Sakura goes into the grass, but manages to somehow keep most of their speed intact, whilst Ren is the ever-growing threat here to the pole of Barnier's.
And there comes also somebody else right behind as well.
Here
And
comes
it's
Phoenix now.
Here comes Snooty on the outside of Crow, taking third place.
Here comes Phoenix diving. Ren, Crow, Phoenix, Sakura all bunched up into T1. Ren and Crow go side by side up to turn 3.
Here comes Crow the outside. Looks very wide. I think he lost more than he gained on that.
He lost a very lot. Crow drops down to 5th and will soon
But
be
Jupiter and
under
Hyde
attack
not
from
really
Phoenix.
working away as seems like Snooty is catching Jupiter for second. And
At the moment, they're maintaining distance. Oh, never mind. Ren, though, is super close to the rear of Crow, and Crow is, well, he must be having a panic attack. Crow, though, is doing quite a good job of keeping 4th for now, as we're entering just under a quarter of the way through this race.
But speaking of that, Ren just takes him over now, and there goes Phoenix as well. We do see the cars now that has top end versus no top end.
This will be interesting, though, in some of the later rounds, because in the later rounds we have, well, next up we have Circuit of the Americas, so I don't know whether that would favour top end or cornering. I think it would favour more cornering, if I'm honest.
Yeah, but that's what's interesting about this series is, are you going for a car that's good in top speed only, or are you trying for a balance for an overall balanced race, like in the length?
Oh, that's easy. You go for the one that is OP in the straights. Because that's what a handbrake's for. You just yank the handbrake and you go around the corner. Done. But race 3 is...
Oh no, here comes Snooty on attack of Jubert, but Randy's not too far behind. When Jubert is feeling the pressure, you can see it on him.
You can see the pressure starting to get to him. Will he crumble or will he succeed?
Now Crow's currently battling with Phoenix now.
Let's have a look lower down the grid. There is, strangely, no battles happening. Apart from maybe Galaxy and Robin. But it's strange, this version of the track has really spread them out.
I think it's because they don't have the bus stop that may cost more battles.
That is true. That is very true, actually. It's Robin.
I think that broke of the last track is, it did have 2 bankings, but it did have a bus stop to make up for it. Here you just have the infield, and then you have just a big straight before a banking back into the infield.
Galaxy is on the attack of Robin after Robin just overtook Galaxy for the final top 10 position.
And Snoot is trying to find a way past Jubert before Ren is going to attack him as well. So it's going to be a pretty close battle here for second at least.
Oh, and Robin goes very wide, opening the door for Galaxy to walk right past.
When Snooty seems to be trying to find a gap. It seems like he's losing a little bit on top end compared to the NSXs. They do seem to have a little more top end, while Snooty has the infield advantage in cornering over them. It's not by much from the looks of it. Oh, we can see Ren. Ren has the major top speed advantage over all three of them. Or over the three of them. But here goes Snooty back, fighting back in turn 1. And Star is already having a breakdown from the looks of it. I think the car is done.
That Mustang is surprisingly struggling a lot more than what I thought it would.
Currently having issues with turning. And now we got a 3-wheel battle here for second in the infield. Ren goes for outside while Snooty was sliding on the inside, trying to look for launch, but it's not going for it. So he sticks to the outside. Oh, the FS comes there with an instant joke about it. That is the Mustang after all.
That is true. Here comes Snooty though on the inside of Jubert, and to make things worse, Snooty's in an NSX sandwich.
Seems like Ren or Jubert has not speed, but seems like, oh, this is not looking good. Snooty's not looking comfortable there, as he seems like to not make too many twitches or movements. I think Ren is going now. Ooh, Ren is staying. Oh, he's looking for inside into turn 1. Oh, there he goes. Snooty goes for whoa and collides with Jubert, taking out his fellow car comrade, allowing Snooty to walk away to take away second. Ooh, Ren is not gonna be happy about his own mistake about outbreaking himself and hitting Jubert a little bit. That may have cost him second place overall in this race.
That might have actually, and that is not good news. Let's go further back to 10th and 11th, where Galaxy and Robin are still having their epic battle for the last of the top 10.
It's like Ren is up to third now at least. The question is, can he chase down Snooty in the last remaining laps? Exactly so. I think one thing that this series also entails is you can rebuild your car per track depending on the build you have done for the previous one to make it suit the track too, when I think about it. As long as you still meet the restrictions in terms of horsepower, weight, and PI. Unless there's a rule about you not being allowed to do that.
There isn't, to the top of my knowledge. I believe that might be Star.
Possibility, unless. Ooh, it was.
Oh no, it's Phoenix!
F in chat for Phoenix.
Oh. Galaxy is still under immense pressure from Robin, as Robin is trying to catch up now. But the slight good thing about this is they're now both in the top 10, but now they're fighting over 9th place instead of 10th.
Also, one thing I remember now is the top 5 now do get a PI disadvantage.
Oh!
Because if I look in the standings, if it's correct from what I'm seeing is, PI handicap, the leader will have to go 25 PI down, and everybody else that goes along for second gets 30, third gets 35, fourth gets 40, well, fifth gets 45 instead of 50. There's a 5-point decreasement in terms of what PI, so those actually have to rebuild their cars. The issue is, are you going to lower your power, or are you going to be willing to take away your car width of tires unless you didn't have any in the first place?
Robin DNF'd!
So, according to the sheet we have now, Schubert is in those top 5 position at the moment in points.
Which means...
he's not gonna like his PI reduction.
No, I think he actually might slap someone.
Oh, Galaxy just parked up.
Okay. Well, we have got just 2 laps remaining.
I'm assuming that Snooty is going to find a loophole in this for a PI despite this.
Snooty might. Snooty might.
Oh, seems like Robin had an internet issue.
Robin, that is very unfortunate, my dude. You're having a great race.
Oh, and Ren actually overtaken Snooty for second.
Ren coming out of nowhere, doing the same thing to Snooty again. If Ren does the same thing to Snooty, I think he's actually might slap someone.
Seems like Ren's car has a pretty good top end, although it's not the quickest also to get there, but once he are top speed, he can still keep going.
That is true. But our race leader just crossed the line to start their final lap of the race. So any moves that need to be done right now. Efferson chat saying, racing like this is all about finding performance in the grey zones. Those that capitalise on it have the best success. What you mean, like how Toyota cheated with the little Celica WRC car, where they just pulled the front of the turbo out to give it more horsepower, and then pushed it back in, no trace, inspection, like, oh yeah, it's only making 210 horsepower, pull it out. 250, let's go!
You're also gonna find cheaters like that. I believe also Ford did in a Focus. Like they put on an American spec bumper
Yes, they did.
on the Focus to hide something underneath the bumper.
Which,
So
in any way you put it, is shifty.
So, like you said about Toyota, I did believe all manufacturers have find one way or another of a loophole.
That is true.
So,
But mind you, coming across the line now, our race leader and winner, Mr. Heiko, taking 3 for 3 races. Just wow.
And there we have the final ending of the second battle, or third battle between Ren and Snooder, where it goes 2 battles to win to Ren, while 1 to Snooder in this race.
Ren second, Snooty third, Jubert fourth, but doing very well actually. Crow fifth, Sakura sixth, McGrath seventh, Apollo coming up in 8th.
Yes
Next
and
up
no.
will be Galaxy in 9th.
But if it's yes and no, it's not cheating until they make it a rule it's cheating. Since they find a loophole and like, yeah, this is now against the rules, do not do this. So do you agree?
Yeah, but Ephes, it's also the understanding that you wouldn't do this. It's like, for example, if me and Haseo started wrestling, it doesn't say in the rules that you can't stab someone. So I could happily take in a knife and stab Haseo in the hand and instantly beat him. But you also should know you shouldn't do it. Galaxy finish up in 9th. Infernus rounding off the top 10. Darth will be our number 11, and rounding off the pack will be start with Robin and Phoenix DNFing from this race, which is very unfortunate. Let's have a look.
And he's agreeing with me here, by the way.
Fastest lap of the race, I might add, for a little bit of Easter egg.
No, wait until we go to the final four who we got the fastest clean.
Alright, it's just I know it's Heiko, so suck my tit.
It actually is overall as well compared to Ran, despite his dirty.
See, I know how to do my job. Haseo?
Yes.
Haseo?
Yes.
This is where you apologize for doubting me.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll take it. Robin said, just make an actual class for me with a power. Oh, no.
Bro, we were really discussing loopholes that's been in real motorsports due to, like, technical issues that they could circumvent to get them advantage that gets that advantage banned for that loophole they found.
We're gonna have to make a new little ban hammer for Crow, just like, you know, die.
Yeah. Although I think that will be it for today, which Saturday is still not MC. I do believe our next Saturday series has not been completely announced yet.
No, it hasn't even. I'm not aware of that at the moment. So
I know, but sorry, I cannot give you the deeds of that yet.
okay, now I'm worried.
Oh,
Wireless.
you will like it.
Why?
I may give you a little hint after the stream.
Oh no, I'm gonna cry. If you see me crying on Twitter after the stream, you know it's gonna be bad. Anyway, that has been round 1 of our Supercut race. What you bring, a cracking start to the series, and it's only gonna get better from here. Next time you can see Mr. Me and Haseo will be in our next debuting series starting on Tuesday, which is the MX5 Masterpiece Cup, should I say, the Spec Cup. So come along for that if you want to see some good racing. Why is my Discord firing off? Okay, never mind. It's just people being dumb in the Discord, including Cough Cough, Scotty, and Crow. Mainly Crow. Anyway, though, this has been your wonderful little indulgence of FTC.
Yes, Scotty, that is perfectly it right now. Blame Crow.
Yes, blame Crow.
Now this time it actually is Blame Crow.
I know, why do you think I'm agreeing? Anyway, that has been your little indulgence of FTC. Haseo, send us away.
Well, that will be all for today. Like he's been saying, you'll catch us next time on Tuesday with the start of the MX5 Cup Series. We'll catch you next time. Goodbye and good night.
And chupacabra in my pantaloon.